Well, are y'all ready to start? Beautiful. Beep boop bop. That was very good. Oh, okay. I think I know. Go ahead and do whatever you want. Yay! Hi, everyone. Who are you calling a kid? Fort knock you. Yeah, no, I am excited. Welcome back to the Giddiest Stuff podcast. Awfully Giddy. Today we'll be running a very watered down and condensed one shot. But before we get started, let's just check in with the co-host. How is everyone?
I'm great. I'm so great.
Nice.
That's great.
For context,
I'm glad you're great.
For our listeners, as they don't understand or know, but everyone else here knows, I am the most blank slate when it comes to D&D anything. I am being thrown in with my consent, but with fearful consent nonetheless. Warning, that's just a preface. So yeah.
No, you're gonna
I don't know
You're feeling great, but a little nervous.
Yeah, like awfully nervous, not awfully giddy, maybe awfully nervous.
It's on this episode of Awfully Nervous.
That's the side podcast. But yeah.
Oh yeah. It's definitely good. Like it's new for all of us because we haven't done anything like this together. It's my first time DMing for a group. A couple of new, fresh players to the table. We're player.
Yeah, player.
I was gonna say, are we like explaining our background? I've played in one campaign before, so got one under my belt. Never done a one shot.
I was just gonna say really quick. I mean, if you've done a campaign, I think you can. A one shot will be like it will be under the rug. Very simple.
What if you haven't done a campaign?
Well, it's time to be awfully nervous.
Yeah, so go ahead.
So I have played in a couple of homebrew one shots that really didn't last too long, and then I have watched / listened to an extreme amount of Critical Role. a lot of hours spent.
For the ignorant ones, do you want to explain what Critical Role is?
Critical Role is a bunch of nerdy voice actors that play D&D together, and it's wonderful. And each episode is 4 hours long, and they release an episode every week.
Yes.
It's a lot to keep up with.
I am on episode 70 of the second campaign.
Yeah, you're crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, I'll start Critical Role. Let me start at season 1. And then I Google it and it says 115 episodes, each 4 hours long. Are you crazy?
Wait, so you've listened to all of them, Soph?
No. So I listened to, the first campaign, which I haven't listened to. The second campaign, I've listened to 70 episodes because I put it on while I work. So I can get like through an episode a day. And then they're doing the third campaign now, which I have been keeping up with. Which I actually have to finish their latest episode this weekend.
So, just to provide some context before we start for viewers and for you alike, how this one shot will run, there will be simple mechanics used. So it's very like inspired by just Dungeons and Dragons and like general RPG based things. And I'll be guiding a lot of this. And we will minimize dice usage just for the sake of time and everything else.
The dice rolling will be in our ASMR episode coming out after this.
Yes.
No, it's not.
A little extra.
Or is it?
Disclaimer. The characters' events and details that will be depicted are fictitious. Any similarities to actual entities or other cultural media, unless stated otherwise, is unintentional. Anyway,
Don't sue us.
Yes, please don't sue us.
So don't put the Rompo and Dazai Bungo Stray Dogs in the podcast.
I mean, directly referenced. Okay. And for the moment we've all been waiting for, cue music or sound. In the city known as Divitiae, neon signs shine brightly on restaurants, bars, and casinos that encumber each block. A grand marquee hangs above the theater and sparks fizz out every so often from its bulbs. In the heart of the city lies a statue of a figure chiseled sharp with faded hues of cream tarnished down, and the shrubbery surrounding it almost non-existent. Here, a night doesn't go by without sounds blaring outside. There's always something going on. The life of the city follows its people. Surprisingly, there aren't many people. As you all step forward, a trio of who we call August Lane, Milo Sheep, and Sage Little, you take a step toward the bar and you look above you and see the word lust inscribed on the place. Taking another look around the area, you all take notice of the desolate streets. I would like all of you guys to describe your characters.
Sauntering over is August Lane, she, they pronouns. So they are 5'2", short with a stocky build. They wear goggles on their head. They've got heart dangly earrings and a nose ring. They've got on a long fox leather jacket, a turtleneck like Steve Jobs, a scarf, small platform heel boots, and some straight-fitting corduroy pants. Their hair is wavy and messy, and they've got some great insight and dexterity.
My character is Milo Sheep. He, him pronouns. He's a retired space cadet. He's 5'7", medium build, with short, bushy, and curly hair. Also a mullet. He's got wire-rimmed glasses, wears a bow tie, critical part of the outfit. Wears a cable knit sweater with a little embellishment of a rocket, with a collared button-up shirt underneath that sweater, wide leg pant, and some brown dress shoes. There's also in the pocket, there's an heirloom pocket watch, a gold one. And I also have a cane. A cane with a straight handle and a little crystal top to it. He's an old man. Now, a sprightly old man. Don't think of me as some wrinkly old man. Sprightly.
Yes.
Oh, I think I forgot to mention that August is an amateur detective. That's probably important.
Best person out of the three. We have Sage Little. They, them pronouns. Is a ghost. 5'11", and their age, I guess, at quote-unquote passing, is 18. Actually, current day, 103, and acts like a 13-year-old boy. Very tall and wisp-like, obviously physically transparent, but still got clothes on. You see a little apparition. They got some short, shaggy hair with pieces that frame their face. And we're wearing a long trench coat, the small little detective floppy hat, think Sherlock Holmes. And specifically wearing a small short tie that has a clock pattern on it. Think like White Rabbit kind of vibe. Always looking up, scheming, always up to something. Very dexterous and light on their feet, and is a co-detective.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. August, as you unravel the note that's in your pocket, you read it aloud to Milo and Sage.
All right, let's see what we've got here. So the note says, Nova cannot be found, nor can we get a hold of her. Out of nowhere, she went missing. Will you help find her? All we know is that she was last seen at her office. You know her well, and may have the best chance at finding her. Old memories will help you best. Utilize what you remember about her. Try and visit the place you used to know well.
And for a moment, a draft knocks you all back and the door in front of you opens and quickly shuts back at you. Do you all enter?
Oh, my, this wind around here sure is strong, and I don't think that's just 'cause I'm old.
I love this so much.
What are you laughing at? This wind is no laughing matter. Why, if this wind gives you a cold, or me a cold, I could die.
Well, Sage is already dead, so I'm not gonna get sick.
Well, young chap, I don't care.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, what are we doing? Are we entering?
Is there anything else suspicious about this door? Other than it literally just opened and closed for us?
No, it's just old and woody and wooden.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Woody. Oh, I knew him 25 years ago. Woody was one of my pals. Woody, you say is here. Woody.
Okay, Grandpa, sit down. It's just a door. I say, this is a joke, right? Like, it's teasing us. I think we should go in.
Oh yeah, let's 100% go in. Milo, you down?
I agree. Anything to see my pal Woody.
Yeah, Woody's right on the other side,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, what do you actually?
You should go first. Go see your pal. He should see you first.
I will go first. Thank you, young chap.
No problem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk through this door now.
Don't trip. Use that cane well.
If you were a corporeal body, I'd hit you with my cane.
I will follow Woody inside. Oh, not Woody. Oh gosh.
As you all walk in, you take notice of the vast amount of space that fills the room. Posters that once plastered these walls are torn down. There are only a few people here sitting idle at their tables, and the bartenders are tending to their glasses and talking to some customers nearby. August, can you please roll a history check for me?
Okay. 3. I rolled a nat 1, okay? I'm sorry.
Off to a great start.
On our first roll.
Starting off strong. Thank you, Soph.
Just act like it's a 10. It's fine.
No, it's okay. So, y'all walk in, and you, August, you kind of have this familiar feeling, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You just know that this is just like another place, and you feel like you might think it's connected to your case.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would like everyone to roll a perception check.
We are not doing well today.
No. We're keeping it.
Who wants to go first?
Would you like to share what you rolled?
That one.
I rolled a 2. But I have a total with a 7 with my bonus.
Okay.
Good.
Wait, what's the bonus?
My total was 9.
We're really going strong here tonight, guys.
Yeah. Ace detectives,
would be 4.
obviously.
Okay, so technically a 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take the
chill.
word amateur out of that amateur detective title.
Wait, what did you roll, Soph?
A 9.
9? Okay.
So I was like, well, there goes the whole thing.
No. So yeah, you guys see a room. It's pretty nice, pretty chill. There's tables.
My,
But
these posters are falling off the walls. This place is, needs some young lads to work here. Oh, I'm losing the accent.
Yours getting crotchety. Jesus. Accent goes away in old age. Don't feel bad. It's fine.
So you said there were some bartenders, right?
yes.
I'd like to go up to the nearest bartender
Yeah.
and
Go
just
ahead.
yeah. Hey, I'm looking for someone named Nova. You wouldn't happen to hear about where they might be or know about their whereabouts?
Oh, yes. Nova. She hasn't shown up for a week now. It's weird. She never misses a visit over here, even with our low turnout recently. She's been quite loyal to us. I remember the last time she was here. She went into the arcade, in that room over there. But I don't remember if she came out or not. We checked it out that night. We last saw her, but no sign or trace of her.
You said an arcade room, old chap?
Yes, the door right behind us. You guys can go and enter.
What is this?
That is
The Bite of 87?
Bite of 87? What's that?
Don't pay attention to him. He lives in the past.
Oh.
He's not right in the head. He's getting old. Don't mind him. No attention.
Bartender!
Oh wait, I have a quick
get me
question.
a drink.
So are people just cool with Sage being a ghost and vibing, or?
I'll say there have been a couple of looks around you guys, but that is all.
Okay.
Is this a metaphor?
What kind of metaphor?
Like, is this going to like social justice?
Oh,
Kind of metaphor? Or is it just
no. I will say, because in this world, I would say that ghosts are kind of not necessarily like common, but it's not uncommon.
okay?
Like if
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
So I would say that there's a couple looks around you, but I won't specify why.
Okay, cool.
All right.
So yes, that's all we've known about Nova at the moment. But are you guys friends of hers?
Yes, we're looking for her. We know that she hasn't been around for a while, and we just want to make sure that they're okay.
Right. Well, I wish I could help you further, but if you know anything else, I guess we will try to help you out the best we can over here.
Thank
And
you.
you're free to look around.
What's your name? What's your name, Mr. Bartender, sir?
Yes. Darnie.
Darnie. What a strong name. Now, Mr. Darnie, do you think you could get me a drink in this establishment, please?
Oh,
Milo, we're on the job.
Please, where's your professionality? Come on.
I mean,
20 years ago.
40.
77 years ago, our nation. I don't remember the rest, but that was when I was a young boy, yes.
Yeah, I've seen it too. It's all okay. Moving on to the arcade. Are we?
To the arcade, yes.
All right.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh. Trying to end the trunk.
Oh my god.
Oh, very soon. Okay.
Just so everyone knows, Sage was currently doing like the prink during
yes,
that.
yes. Would you like to visually describe
as-
to listeners?
As was Milo. Milo was also doing that.
I was walking to the arcade.
While August was being lame, Milo and Sage were doing the open hand kind of rough bouncy animatronic thing you see on TikTok.
The cosplayer thing.
The cosplayer thing, you know.
You guys are quite good performers.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you,
a side
Donnie.
job.
Thank you.
Yes. Where did you guys
Don't
pick that up
encourage
from?
them, Darnie.
Hey, August is just mad that they can't do it, so I don't want to hear it. You're just mad.
I sense some tension.
August can be a little bit of stick in the mud sometimes, so just ignore him. It'll be fine.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
right,
to
stick
do my
in the-
job.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, no stalling. Let's go. Arcade time. I found some tokens as well, so I'll be playing games.
Upon opening the door, you come across a small hallway that leads to only one other room. The bright lights of the hallway strain your eyes for a moment, and take a few seconds to adjust.
Ah, my eyes. Where are my reading glasses?
I'm pretty sure that's not going to help you with lights there, old man, but you can try that out.
That's just genetics.
That's just cataracts. What's next? What's our next steps?
Yes.
Now,
what's around
where
this
are the
arcade?
arcade games? I wanted to play some Pac-Man.
Oh, you know what Pac-Man is? You're hip.
Well, Sage, everyone knows what Pac-Man is.
Well, Milo over here was just reciting 7 years ago, so I'm a little surprised if you would ask me. Not everyone could be as in the times as I, so.
My dear child, you are a ghost. You are dead.
Souls never die. I'm just a vessel, okay? I will be here from the day and days on.
Okay.
Jesus crackers.
What's in the arcade, Sella?
Okay. So as you open the door leading into the arcade room, you notice that it's about half the size as the bar, but still large enough to fit arcade machine after the next. Hues of blue, purple, and red fill the room and bounce against each wall. You hear several sounds at once, but very little voices to none to follow them. It seems as if there's maybe one other person to, maybe they're workers that are in here in this room.
All right. Well, workers probably know more than we do. So, August, why don't you go ask them?
Yeah, actually, you know what? While I ask them, Sage, can you do some ghosting around and see if you can, I don't know, find anything behind the walls or something? I don't know. Do some ghost things.
Yeah. I'll slip in and out some machines. Yeah.
I'm going to find the Pac-Man machine.
You do that, Milo.
You do good work. Good work, everyone. Good work.
Ah, yes.
All right.
Okay, so everyone roll an investigation check. Soph, what did you get?
7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Margo, what did you get?
A 12.
Hey.
The best roll we've had.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Sella is going through the trenches right now, dog.
She's trying to give us everything she's got.
No,
No, this is good. It's
This
fine.
is great. This is great. So Milo, you find your Pac-Man machine. You're able to find that. And
That's good. That's good.
yes. Do you play it?
I do. I do play a fair amount of games in my youth, so I get an extremely high score.
Did you get the high score of the machine? Like how they keep the record?
No, but we shan't talk about that.
It's all right. Can all be winners. You're good.
And for everyone else, you know, they look like cool machines, but it's really nothing out of the ordinary that you can tell. Let me think. Sorry, 1 second.
There's something sticky on this machine. Do you think that could be useful in our investigation for Nova, was it? Maybe she got a little perturbed by this gum under this machine.
No, you can catch a disease though if you want to keep poking at it, Milo. That'd be nice and good for your old age. I'm a jerk. It's coming out
Cheese
of my
and
mouth.
crackers.
As you guys are fumbling around with the machine, looking at its every crevice and bits and bobs, Margo, roll a perception check.
On it, young chap. At your service. An 11. An 11?
Okay.
We're the worst detectives ever.
Hey, no one said we were good. We're just trying our best.
I'm not even a detective. I'm a retired space cadet, dog.
That's true.
I read Nancy Drew once, and I decided to help y'all out.
Hey, there's one in every pack. You'll be good. I played Nancy Drew in my past.
So, you notice, well, in the bare bones of it, you notice that it just feels a little extra quiet. In the arcade room. But as you guys are just really focused on this one machine, you're kind of taken aback for a moment. And August, you are all of a sudden taken into kind of like not like a chokehold, but like a bear hold.
Oh.
And this figure that grabbed you, they don't have any weapons on them, but they're just restraining you. And this person, you can't... Okay, so this figure that you guys see before you doesn't really have any distinct features. All that you can really see and point out is that this figure is between the height of August and Milo. They're wearing a baseball cap. They're wearing a baseball cap, a long coat with the collar up, tapered straight fit pants, a pullover, and a mask that covers their eyes. Fancy running into you again, Augie.
Wait, okay, do I recognize this voice?
Roll a history check for me.
Oh no. The last history check didn't go too well. 7.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, y'all. So, yes, you can't, again, it's really hard for you to discern who this could be. The voice sounds a little familiar, but again, you don't know for sure.
I would like to try, and so they've got me from behind. I want to whip my body forward and back and crack him in the head with my head, or like chin with my head.
Okay, and right before you do that, we are going to roll for initiative.
Yeah.
So if everyone can roll a d20 really quick. Soph, what did you get?
14.
Margo, what did you get?
19.
Hey.
And then what did you get, Mace?
13.
This mysterious figure gets a 15. So again, also, I don't remember if I prefaced this earlier, but we'll just be using a performance check, and then I'm just gonna have the others describe how they're gonna be fighting this person, just because combat can run long, as everyone knows, and we are very limited with time. So I'm just gonna let everyone go into this creatively. But first, everyone also roll a performance check. Soph, what did you get?
14.
14? Okay. Margo?
A 12.
Okay.
Hey.
And then Mace?
13.
Oh, 12, 13, 14.
Pretend like you asked me second. So then I gave you 14, 13, 12.
Okay. Editor,
Editor?
to put some extra work in for you.
Because the last
Really
episode
make it a
totally
long
wasn't
night.
around.
Alright. Okay, so, top of the round, Margo. So, what are you doing? Wait, actually, okay, so since Soph did, I will say this, since Soph's character did push, this figure back as like a reactive thing, I will say that you guys are all in free range of each other, so no one's restrained. You have free will.
Cool.
And then again, so other things with combat is, I forget the exact like thing for timing, but one round of things can go by like in game is like a second or a few seconds or a minute or something. So these are all like happening consecutively. Yeah. Okay. So Margo, what would you like to do to anyone? It doesn't even have to be the antagonist. If you just want to fight someone just because you want to fight someone, go ahead.
Do not fight me,
Thank you, Sella.
Margo.
for incorporating my old man charm, the aggressive nature of the old man. Anyways, I'm gonna take my cane, for I don't need it to walk. It is merely a stick for hitting people. And I'm gonna take that thing, and I'm gonna wail upon the intruder! The intruder that is grappling my old colleague. I'm gonna hit him on the head with my cane.
Beautiful. Yes, as you do that, this figure is kind of struggling against your prowl. Not expecting all those hits to happen like that at once.
Take that and that, you foul beast!
As you do that, this figure tries to like cover their head, but they're kind of getting these attacks. They try to rustle around, but they can't get out of your range. So next is me, or I guess the antagonist. So, as you're going for that, I will have this figure try to kick your leg, Milo, and just like knock you out on your feet.
You would kick an old man?
Yes.
How dare you kick the elderly?
Yes. So this guy, this figure is out of your range at the moment, but you stand back up immediately. So
you hag.
So for my figure, they didn't really do any damage to any of you yet. They were trying to get out of Milo's wrath, so that takes their action. So go ahead, Soph, it's your turn.
Okay. So in between when I think Milo's last little attack is, I just want to take my elbow and him in the throat.
Nice. So yes, as you do that, this figure tries to stand up after kicking down Milo, but right as that happens, your elbow hit, that takes this figure back. That like almost dislocated their jaw.
Snap their neck.
Yes. But they wiped that blood away, and now they're looking at you, Soph. They're about to get at you.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
Yeah, no, they especially have some beef with you, you can sense. So they're all eyes on you right now.
Is their face revealed? Is their face revealed? Like, can I see what they look like?
You actually bring up such a
subscribers,
good point. You bring up a great point. So, I would say yes, just because you did knock their face. You did knock their face, and I would say that the mask did fall off, so you can't see their eyes now. I will say, Soph, you do recognize this person, and you do know this person from work, from your past work life.
But I don't know their name.
Shoot. Oh,
hey, that's fair. I don't know all my coworkers' names. Dog.
Wait, no.
Listen,
Yes.
old man, not all of us have memory loss.
Hey, it's all right. It's
Yes,
natural.
you do remember their name. Actually, it takes you a moment.
Face recognition.
Yes.
You know. Yeah.
Their name is Murdoch.
Murdoch?
And just as like this is a little pause in the combat. For you, Soph, your character. So since you do recognize this person, you remember that they were like, they were one of your superiors. Yes. And you kind of have like a feeling that this is like something from your past. It kind of makes more sense now. That's all I'll say about that.
All right.
But next is Mace.
All right, I've been thinking a lot about this. I've been brewing. So because I'm a ghost, I'm gonna use that to my advantage. I don't know if this is possible. I'm going to momentarily, shortly possess them. Not whole body and soul, but just so I can take control of their physical actions. And another one of my strengths is kind of sneaking around, being tricky. So if this is set antagonist in the middle, I am circling around antagonists and then coming in from the back, taking them and yanking them back so they fall back on their butt. And they're on the ground.
That's beautiful. Sorry. I'm very impressed. Yes, so you possess them. You do a really good job at that. And right before both of you guys, you see this ghostly friend of yours, very tall, very built, and they possess Murdoch. And you see Murdoch lose all control. You know, they obviously just lost all function of their body. So they're looking at Soph, or they're looking at August. But all of a sudden their like head goes all crazy, like 360 degrees. As Sage possesses their body. So Murdoch is off their feet right now. Again, slammed to the ground, winded. This guy is looking really, really rough. But top of the round, Margo.
Cheese and crackers. What did that man's head do a 360 for? That's a big number for me.
I don't know. That was all Sage.
Hey, listen. That was not my doing. I did nothing with the head, just the body and the feet.
And
are we out of combat right now?
No, we're actually still in combat. We're still in combat. But as Sage was saying that was directly coming out of Murdoch's mouth, by the way.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Cheese and crackers.
That's a little unnerving.
Yes. But this figure is looking really rough. Yes.
I'm going to pull out my iPhone and snap a picture of him. And I'm going to say, "Get cancelled on Twitter, hag."
Did you repeat that?
Get cancelled on Twitter.
Ooh, sick burn, Milo.
Are we allowed to dox Murdoch? Can we dox them?
Sure.
All right.
I'm going to write #Karen and #face reveal.
Face reveal.
Ooh, that's not gonna look good for their workplace.
Indeed, it is not.
Okay, so is that your action?
That is my physical action.
Okay,
that is
I
my
like
action.
That. I like that. And next would be my turn as Murdoch, but I am basically just trying to work out getting this ghost out of me. I don't know how, because I've never been possessed before, but I'm literally just like trying to fight the urge against this thing. My body is going crazy right now. So they take the whole turn to try to do that, but as they're trying to do so, you see like them trying to fight at August, like throw their punches, but again, Sage's possession is resisting that. So you just see like this really weird forth and back motion. But next is Soph.
Oh, okay. I want to grab the mask that was that flew off their head, off the ground, and are they Is Murdoch on the ground right now, or are they standing up?
I would say standing up.
Okay. I'm going to ask Sage to lay them down on the ground so that I can just put my foot up on them and secure them on the ground. And then I'm going to ask Sage, like, hey, you can depossess them or do whatever your ghostly things happen so that I can ask them questions, but be on alert. That's going to be my round.
Cool. All right. All right. What I will do, I will oblige with your request, obviously. I'm kind of like that, as you know. But before I extract my soul from Murdoch's body, I make Murdoch put their hands behind their back, and I take their long coat off and restrict their arms with their coat. And then I weasel my way out. The energy kind of loses his body, so he's like, he plops on the ground, and yeah. And then I'm done. I'm wiggling away.
Awesome.
Creating the doxed post on Twitter.
You guys are now out of combat. Congrats on your first combat.
Jeez and crackers.
I think we were pretty swag. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yes.
good hits, Milo. Got some good hits in.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Space
you.
could have
Thank
worked
you.
out. Got some experience.
Exactly. I had to fight some aliens back in the space war.
Oh.
I remember
Yeah,
that
of
one.
course.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was there.
Mm-hmm.
You were
Murdoch.
not there.
Hey, how do you know? I could have been ghosting around. Could have been snooping.
Murdoch, before I
What the hell are
cancel
you
you
doing
on
here?
Twitter again.
I'm trying to stop you from finding Nova.
Why? Why the F would you do that?
I like why.
Once before, you and Nova were meddling into my business. Me and some of the other superiors were working on a case that you shouldn't have known about. And you were very insistent. You were very willing to do whatever you could to get into it.
Yes, a good detective. I agree.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
As you should. Queen
Thank you, Milo.
Poppeth off.
I give Milo a fist bump.
And we praise you for all that. But again, you stuck your nose in when we didn't want it. So we obliged, gave you a goose chase, but you're getting too close to the core of the case. And so, if you remember, we laid you off. We couldn't have you around anymore. But we kept Nova around because she wasn't as... Well, she didn't have as much of the willpower as you did in that case. And so, years later, Nova was looking through some of the archives, and we figured that she was trying to revisit this case again. She was close. She was very close. She was very close. And we had no choice but to do what we did. And now it's your turn. And oh wait, so he's restricted. And as he says, or as they say that, they kind of like hit their head onto the machine by all of you guys, and it's like on the side of the machine. And for a moment, you guys are very excited. You know, you just beat this guy unconscious, almost unconscious. But
Yeah.
Can we get a goat in the chat?
But all of you guys notice something is off about the room than from when you first entered it. All the sounds from the machine begin to sound muffled. The arcade machine nearest to you, the one that was kind of just, honestly, the one that you guys were investigating and checking for, it starts up, and the light from the screen illuminates all of your faces as you turn to it in confusion and surprise. In the blink of an eye, you're not in the same room anymore. This new place you're in looks similar to the one in Lust. You all look at each other, and right as you all begin to say a word to each other, that's where we're going to end off this session. Or one shot.
Cheese and cracker!
Yeah.
Cheese and cracker!
So, thoughts?
Yeah, cheese and crackers, Sella. Where's the rest of it?
Yeah, where's part 2, Sella? Did we roll too badly that you're like, nah, fam, we can't do it?
He said no.
No, you guys, I'm actually very impressed by everything you guys did. Like, that was really creative. And obviously, I wish there was rolling, because that would have definitely helped with. As I was going through combat, I was like, I don't know how to move on from this, because you guys did a really good job. And I kind of wanted to base it off of your performance roles. But just because you guys were really creative, it went extra well.
You just tripped over all of my plans.
Yes. No,
I love canceling people on Twitter.
I love that little bit of part to the combat.
Can we have, for potential future episodes, where Sage and Milo have a grandfather, tiny grandchild relationship where I teach Milo the ways of doxing Twitter?
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
Bold of you to assume that I'm not on Twitter all the time, young child.
As most space cadets are, I presume.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Twitter is very crucial in our space communications. You know, in the Great Space War and the aliens and such like that.
Of course.
Yeah, like walkie-talkies don't exist or nothing. It's just
Twitter.
No. What is a walkie-talkie? Do you walk while you talk?
Or do you talk the walk? What are you writing?
I'm writing some notes down, sorry.
Sella's demon.
Sella's like, Milo is an old hag. Got it.
Milo is old.
I really liked all your descriptions, though, Sella. I thought they were
I did too. I thought it was
very
good.
nice.
Yeah.
Good world building. I wish I could remember whatever part of the world that I was in.
That was honest. I think I realized as I was going through this, I was like, shoot, I worked too hard on the description. Like the chunk, I do have like a good chunk, and since you guys did roll low on the perception checks, it didn't really I didn't want it to be there. But regardless, I had the plan to figure out how to get you guys going. And you guys did such a great job. I'm so proud of all of y'all.
So yeah. I suspect we'll see the rest of it in 6 weeks.
I would love to continue this, honestly. That's why where I left it, it definitely has a lot of potential. So yes,
I'm intrigued.
That's something that will be touched further upon in the next one.
Next time in Sella's version of Awfully Giddy. Will Milo ever find Woody?
Stop.
Wait, I gotta make note of this.
Oh my god, is Woody real?
Oh my gosh.
Woody.
Can Woody be like a little Pinocchio puppet? Oh my gosh. Like a little walking
Woody
puppet.
is my wartime buddy from the Great Space War against the aliens.
Alright. Whatever you say. Totally wasn't the delusions of being in war. Totally not.
Okay. Well, thank you all for sticking through this to the end. I very much appreciate it. And again, I really love the creative juices y'all put into this. This is very beautiful and very fun. So, yeah, that was Sella's version of this Awfully Giddy podcast. We all appreciate... we all appreciate the listeners for tuning in and always checking in with us. You can find us on all socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Yes, TikTok at Awfully Giddy.
Not TikTok.
Not TikTok.
Definitely don't look up Awfully Giddy on TikTok. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
This is not a bit. Don't look us up on TikTok.
Do not, disclaimer, do not look us up on TikTok yet.
Ooh.
Never. Never. But yeah, you can find us at Awfully Giddy. And you can find me, Sella, at Fart Sella on all socials.
Fart Sella. All right, you can find me at Macadamia, but it's MACIDAMIA on Instagram and Twitter.
You can find me on Instagram at _Reedia. That's _REEDIA.
You can find me at Margo Cargo _ at most platforms, except for SoundCloud. Yet.
Ooh. Margo SoundCloud rapper.
And that's all. Until the next episode of Awfully Giddy.